Hey YouTube, Sweetknives here. We got another awesome knife to review. Something very, very special. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Again, for those guys that are new, we review all kinds of knives. Lately, I got a ton of Benchmade knives. They're a good company. They're not the only company. In fact, there's tons and tons of other companies out there. I love Spyderco's. I love Gerber's. I love Buck's. I love some of these newer brands from Blade Runner Systems. I love Swiss Armies. I love Mora's. The list goes on and on and on, and we're going to talk about all those in the year 2021. But today we're talking about this one. It's a legend of the past. In fact, I'd highlight it an ultra legend of the past. This one was sent into the channel from the man himself, Dave in California. Thank you again, Dave. He's got some awesome stuff, and I'll tell you what. This one lives up to that. We're going to bust it open. You can tell this isn't completely brand new. The case is a little beat up. The knife's in mint condition. I don't think it's really been used that much. There it is for all you guys that don't know. This is the Benchmade Area 733-02 limited edition run to 500. And this was a special edition that was numbered. Only 500 of them made in the whole world, made out of S30V. And this one's got the Winewood handles, as you can see here. Very, very, very nice looking knife. I mean, this is just really, really nice. They don't do tons of knives in wood handles, Benchmade anyway. They've done a few, and now you got the new Hunt series where they do have some like that. But generally, they didn't have a lot of these back in the day, and I don't even know exactly what year this came out, if it was somewhere around the year 2000. I know it's somewhere around there, but I'm not even exactly sure the year. If someone knows, let me know. As you can see, they upgraded the steel here on this particular one to S30V. Originally, the Aries came in 154 cm, which is a good steel, but S30 is a step up from that. And this is just one of those knives. I mean, if you guys are at a show, if you're, somewhere where you can find one of these, pick it up. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that will probably, and it is already, but it'll be highly collectible. What's interesting is Benchmade didn't make a lot of knives in this type of special case. It actually came with a white sleeve over it. I think these might be called like the silver class. It's not quite gold, but it's damn near the gold class. I mean, literally there's only 500 out of them ever made, ever. And this knife is smooth as silk. I mean, for some reason, these old Axis locks are just, I'm putting no pressure on that, like none, like just that little bit like that, it opens. I mean, just no pressure at all. I'm going to kind of zoom in, give you a few close-ups of the knife, just so you can kind of see up close. Does have a hole here. You could put a lanyard there if you wanted. You could reverse the clip if you wanted to put it on there. And by the way, this is slightly polished a little bit, and it's on this side, which I like. For me, that's the perfect side. I love it like that. That's a picture of the access lock mechanism and the main pivot screw. Look at the standoffs. And on the inside, you can see the liners are milled, skeletonized, I guess you might say, for weight reduction. That helps. That's a look at the logo. And this blade is actually slightly polished. I don't know what the exact term for that is. It's not quite satiny, a little bit satiny, but kind of polished, semi-polished maybe, I'd say. Again, the Benchmade 733-02. And on this side, you got the markings, limited edition 151 out of 500. To look on the inside. Very, very, very nice knife. This is one where, like I said, if you have a chance to pick this up, you might find some of these used. They're very hard to come by nowadays. In fact, I've seen very few of these on eBay. Some of the only places you can get these are the forums now, where guys are selling off some of their collections. The Aris was a very unique knife, originally made in G10. You can check out another review I did on the original one, but a lot of these came in special editions. For instance, they had a Leupold edition where I think if you bought one of their highest end rifle scopes, they would include a Benchmade knife with that scope. Don't quote me on that, but I believe at one point, if you bought a gun and a scope, you got the Leupold edition Benchmade with that. Otherwise, I remember at one point they were selling for $200 a piece. Now you can't even get them, but they were like a green G10 and they had a little gold emblem here. We might feature some of those on the channel later on, but this is the Winewood handle edition. Very nice Winewood. They did a really great job. It's almost like a matte type finish, but as you can see, it looks really nice, and it goes really good with the stainless steel liners and the silver, all the silver construction on it. I think it's great. So yeah, this is the Benchmade Aris 733 special limited edition run to 500. Again, you won't see these very often. This is one of the relics from the past. There's very few videos on this. If you do some Google searches, you can find a few pictures, but there's really just not much out there on this knife. I mean, it's truly one of the rare Benchmade finds out there. And that's the cool thing about Benchmade. They make these limited edition knives, and now you have companies like KnifeWorks and Blade HQ. They're getting special edition knives from Benchmade and Spyderco and all the others, and those knives end up becoming extremely collectible. So if you guys have a chance, pick up some of these rare knives. I mean, they will be worth money in the future because they quit making them. They literally quit making them, and then these are the relics from the past that are left over in collectors. You know, collectors have these and you can't get them anymore. So it's definitely an investment for everybody. And I mean, they're an awesome knife. I mean, this is one you would want to, you would want to use it. It's so smooth. In fact, very few knives are that smooth. It just feels like I can't believe how smooth that is. When you feel this, after you've been using a lot of other knives, like I love buck knives. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love buck knives. But there's just no comparison. This is 100 times smoother. You can't even hardly open a buck 110 or some of these other knives with one hand that they have. But this, it revolutionized the whole entire playing field when they came out with this axis lock mechanism. Really love that. And that's one of the things that propelled Benchmade to be better than a lot of the other companies. They came out with that mechanism. Then they had designers designing their knives. Generally, and then their tolerances for craftsmanship was just unparalleled. There we have it, guys. The Benchmade Aris 733. Thanks again, Dave, for the awesome knife send in here. This one we're not going to sharpen just due to the nature of it being highly collectible, but we may sharpen some other ones really shortly. Last thing, I just want to say we got a lot of awesome stuff coming out. I got some knives that I've never seen before, and I guarantee a lot of you have never seen before. So we got some really cool stuff that's going to be featured in the very near future, and then we're also going to sharpen a bunch of stuff. So I got tons and tons of knives we're going to sharpen, and we're going to put mirror edges on every one of them. So stay tuned for that. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. If you like this video, if you like this knife, hit that thumbs up. That helps me, believe it or not. It allows us to make more videos and show more content. So the more thumbs up we get, the more knives that we can review. So that's all I got today, guys. Thanks very much. Have a great rest of your week. And thanks for checking out the Benchmade Aris 733. Just an unbelievable knife. And I don't know what more to say except really nice knife. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one.